feel like? Did it feel like all of a sudden you looked up and it was like a 6-point game, or did you feel the run happening? What did it feel like out there?
You could definitely feel it coming slowly. Then working himself back into the game. But I think still a good win. Even though we gave up a huge lead, we have to definitely look at the film and see where we need to get better at, especially late game, the game slowing down. I think I had a couple of turnovers there at the end. But like I said, you got to credit them. They hit some tough shots, some threes that got into the game. Had a great look at the end to win it. Just missed it.
What did you think, though, of the response to kind of lock down, defend those last couple possessions, especially not necessarily that tight shot, but the couple before that, just to get stops?
That's what I love about the guys on this team. No matter how the game is going, they're still going to compete. They're still going to defend. Still going to play as hard as we can to win. That's what it takes, especially at this level. No matter how the game's going, team's going to go on runs at any point in the game. They still have to stay with it, defend, and try to execute offensively. But just try to do the right thing overall to win the game.
Jim Ozarski.
Chris, obviously, you guys had to build a 25-point lead, so things were working to that point. What did you think of the defensive effort? PJ as well, Pat, getting out on the perimeter with Jalen and Tatum and maybe not keeping them from really getting going.
Those guys have been great. Pat's been doing that for a couple of years now. We've seen it from far away what PJ brings to the table defensively. As far as being able to stay in front of guys and contest and make it difficult on them to get to the paint or get the shot that they want. Those guys are going to be great for us going down the road. We're going to need them, especially PJ, especially Pat coming off the bench. They're going to be huge sparks for us. So we definitely going to need them.
Eric Name.
Giannis was talking a little bit about the different coverages the Celtics were kind of throwing at you. For you, you kind of go on those two runs where I think it was like 10 points and 8 points another time. What do you see in those moments, and then in those other moments when it wasn't going right? Just kind of what were they doing to bother you?
Yeah, I was able to get comfortable on both of those little runs I think you're talking about. Like you said, they changed it, the coverages and whatnot. It's got to be better at reading those coverages and making a better play out of it. I think most of the time they changed that. First time they changed, I might have turned the ball over and made a bad decision. So credit them, but also on my end, I have to be a little bit better, a little bit stronger with the ball. Know where my outlets are, if they're going to trap me or whatever coverage.
And then the alley-oop to Khris, the alley-oop to Brooke, my bad. Just what did you see on that play? I know he was talking to you a little bit afterwards, but was it just off by an inch? You couldn't really see on TV.
I couldn't really tell. I thought, it hit his hands. Maybe he just went right through it. Maybe I threw it too high. But I still think it was the right play. Try to wind the clock down as low as I could. And then try to make a play. I see Marcus Smart on him. And it's a 7-footer. So same thing with Giannis. You try to put it to a place where they can catch it and make a play. But, the last couple of times it hasn't gone my way. But my teammates know I'm going to try to give them the ball if they're in the right position or have that mismatch.
Steve McGargy.
I've only played the Celtics twice so far this season, in both games come down to essentially to a three right there in the last second. What is it about this matchup that's kind of produced these kind of nip and tuck type games?
Just a great team. The honest team from top to bottom with those guys that they put out there. They scored the ball really well from inside and beyond the arc. They just overall a great team. We wish we could have made our lives a little bit easier this game, but like I said, we watched film, see what we need to correct to continue to build in that lead and keep that lead going to Friday.
One more to Kane Pittman.
Hey, Khris, I'm sure you would have wanted to keep that lead that you were talking about, but this team this year has been in, it feels like, far more close games than you were basically in the last two regular seasons. And sometimes it happens in different ways. Sometimes it's defense, sometimes it's the offense. But do you feel within yourself that there is more confidence with the group, or you're taking more from these experiences and tough matchups?
I think it's definitely a good thing that we're in close games. You would rather make it easier on yourself, but each game is a learning experience. To go down, to lose that lead, be able to have to defend to get a stop, or defend to get a win. Just winning different type of close games is going to be great for us going forward. In the playoffs, the game slows down. Much closer games. Every possession counts. So to be in these type of situations early on. We can figure out what works, what doesn't work, and other things that we can try.
Thanks, Chris.